Hi there, welcome back. Remember last time when we delved into the whole concept of business and technical acumen for product designers? If you missed it, go ahead and give it a watch. Trust me, it's worth it. Since our last chat, I've been soaking in some feedback. It's incredibly valuable to hear what's clicking and what's leaving you scratching your head. I've been there too. Sometimes those design talks sound spot on, but when you left thinking, okay, cool, but how do I actually do that? Anyway, for those who don't know me yet, I'm May, Senior Designer at Google, and guess what? I'm gonna do the roleplay today, so you can understand it better how it happens in real life. For those who might be joining us for the first time, let's break it down. Business and technical acumen is essentially your fluency in understanding both the ins and outs of your company's business model and its technical landscape. Picture it like this. If you can speak the language of business and tech with ease, you're not just designing products anymore, you're leading the charge. And that, my friend, is how you propel yourself to that next level in your career as a product designer. Time to step into my new shoes. I've just landed a gig as a product designer at a mid-sized hotel search engine company. So my job is to design the entire user experience for those looking to book hotels through our site. And I'm partnering with PM John and engineering lead Maya, who oversees 5 engineers. Hey John, could you share our OKR for this year and quarter?
Our yearly goal is to boost user engagement from 20K to 100K active users. And for this quarter, we're focusing on search optimization to bump up search usage by 30% from last quarter.
Those numbers are pretty ambitious. User engagement and search optimization are murky waters. I need to dig deeper. Thanks for the update, John. I'd like to get up to speed on the latest thoughts and research about user engagement. Do you have a rundown of potential strategies to boost platform engagement? I know search is a big part of it, but I'm sure there's more to explore.
Absolutely. It's not officially documented, but we've tossed around a few ideas in meetings. Some basics to consider are search optimization, product listings, booking experience, and checkout.
Looks like we're still figuring things out. Time to steer us towards a more user-centered approach. A design workshop could really help break down the ambiguity here. It's great to see so many opportunities on the table. Do you think the team would be open to a design workshop for each opportunity? And do we have any past research we can leverage?
A workshop would be fantastic. As for recent user research, I don't think I've done much lately.
No worries. I'll kick off a workshop focusing on this quarter's priority search optimization and gather initial ideas. Then we will need to chat with users about their pinpoints to steer us in a more user-centered direction. Does that sound okay to you?
That sounds really beneficial, but any ideas how long that will take?
Once I touch base with Maya about the workshop, I'll map out a research study plan to align the timeline. Sounds good to you?
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Hi Maya, I'm sure you're familiar with the annual and the quarterly OKRs. Can you share your thoughts on how your team want to approach them?
As you saw, those are big goals. And with only 5 engineers, we need to be strategic. I suggest that we focus on targeted problems and reuse components where possible. I'm planning to allocate 2 engineers to backend performance and 3 to front-end development.
Okay, we're working with limited time and resources in the technical environment. We need to really focus on the pinpoints that will drive the most value. Since we're kicking off search, do you have a clear direction on what to prioritize?
Given that we're exploring this space, we don't have a specific direction or design yet. Right now, my team is concentrating on backend tasks. I don't want to dictate the user experience too much, but we should always prioritize users' needs.
Maya's user-centric approach is impressive. Now's the perfect time to suggest the workshop and the research. I've got some ideas, Maya. I propose we start with a team workshop and gather initial ideas, then conduct user interviews to identify our users' needs and pinpoints. From there, I will draft the user experience to ensure a successful launch. What do you think?
That sounds like a solid plan to me.
After these initial conversations, I've started to form a plan. In the short term, my immediate actions involve setting up a workshop with the team to align on the problem and generate initial how my whys. If you're interested in running a workshop yourself, check out my template in the description box. Okay, coming back. Additionally, I will draft a research study plan to outline who we will interview, the user's current experience, pain points, and how they can use our platform and search more effectively. Looking ahead, my long-term goal is to drive increased user engagement. To achieve this, I need to proactively enrich my knowledge. This includes conducting market research, comparing our platform to industry leaders like Airbnb or Booking.com, identify opportunities for other companies to be unique in this ecosystem. Furthermore, I will seek insights from leadership or sales team on our long-term vision. This involves interviewing the managers, internal experts, if that's available, on user engagement, as they may have valuable information that I'm not yet aware of. Fast forward, I hosted the workshop, conducted user research. What I discovered was eye-opening. Search optimization isn't solely about the search results. To boost engagement through search, it's also about providing alerts on the results and offering inspiration to remind users where they can go for fun. I created prototypes based on these ideas and test them with users who really like them. After that, I discussed these insights with John and Maya, and we had a talk about how to add these new features to our KRs. John, you won't believe this. After talking to users, it's clear that search optimization goes beyond displaying results. Users want to set price alerts on their searches, receive email notifications, and they love to see if we can offer the best prices compared to our competitors. Additionally, they are keen on being inspired, seeing what's popular or finding a good deal.
That's interesting. But it's tough to visualize how that would work.
No problem. I prepared some designs to show what users want. I also looked into what our competitors are doing, and it seems they've already implemented some of these ideas into their platforms. What do you think? How about we give it a try?
I'm willing to give it a try, but I'm unsure about how much we can fit into our timeline.
I understand your concern. Let me discuss it with Maya and get some estimates to see what adjustments we need to make. Hi, Maya. I explored some ideas regarding search results, price alerts, and inspiration, and our users really love them. Here's the design. Also, for the price comparison, it will be great if we can show the best price comparing to competitors. Do you think we can incorporate them into our build?
That's so exciting to hear that our users love the new ideas. I will do my best to accommodate them. But, we're limited on resources. For the best price feature that you mentioned, it probably requires a team to connect with a third-party price data source and incorporate that with the back-end system. At least we need a month of engineering time. Do you think we could just try the minimal viable product route, test out the MVP sort of ideas first, and leave the best price one out?
Yes. To test it out, I've prepared another version on MVP that doesn't require any new component. We will utilize the existing card component for inspiration and maintain the same email format for the price alert. I recognize the best price feature requires some more work and is more of a nice to have than a must to have. I suggest we wait until we'll test out the initial ideas before considering those advanced features.
Great! If we can reuse the component, I believe we can integrate them into our search optimization initiative as separate KRs. We can assign one engineer to focus on each feature for 1 week. It might cause a week delay, but I will discuss it with John and iron out the details. Thank you for deprioritizing the best price feature. Avoiding it for now will prevent a significant delay.
After these discussions, it seems incorporating fun new components might not be feasible at the moment, but that's okay. I will keep that idea in my mind for later. The most important workflows have been integrated into the build. When we have some extra engineering time, I will suggest the new components again. After doing research on the market, talking with leaders, constantly studying users, and testing prototypes with users, my idea bank grows. When it's time for the next quarter's OKR planning, I'll bring in so many ideas to excite the team about specific topics. I'm already ahead after just one quarter. I'll admit the first quarter is tough because you're setting up how things work, but I promise it gets easier every quarter. By keeping up this habit, you will always have ideas to share and comments to make. Ideally, by the third quarter, people will see you as a thought leader, but it might take longer depending how complex your product is. When the team makes decisions, they will want you there because you're the expert on what users want. With the value add, your product design career should move forward nicely. At times, leaders might wonder about your work. You can create a presentation outlining your journey, including user quotes on each stage. This will help them understand your vision and detailed plans. Even if they don't ask, it's a good idea to share this information with them. It provides valuable insights for your leadership and shows your proactive approach, which they will appreciate so much. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, you now understand what I mean by mastering business and technical acumen as a product designer. If you have other topics you'd like me to cover, leave your comments below, and I will do my best to address them. See you next time. Bye!